Artificial intelligence will help humanity enter into the fourth industrial revolution. They will reveal things, create things, strategize plans that humans can't possibly imagine. This will be made possible by deep learning or inputting enormous data and information for the machine to extrapolate the mysteries of the world. Even with deep learning, AI is still a black box, an enigma, and it can be far-fetched to assume that a machine can obtain qualia, or subjective consciousness. But it would also be incorrect to say it is unachievable to code qualia, since the human consciousness came from the biological codes known as DNA. The term artificial intelligence was coined in the 1940s, and their purpose was to perform human tasks. This was feasible by mimicking the functionality of the brain. But till this day, its light speed advancements have brought concerns that it can one day be too powerful and too intelligent for the world to control. This dilemma is not new to film writers, authors, and global leaders. They have addressed their own beliefs and predictions of what could be the ramifications of this ongoing research in their movies, novels, and interviews. Even to computer scientists, the creation of consciousness can be mind boggling, and their outcome may be unpredictable. But they theorize that if an AI's consciousness is formulated on our functionality, we already know the answer to how we can create a friend. You create a relationship on the foundation of love. Movies can give the audience visual examples of the possibilities of creating a highly intelligent and conscious machine. But blockbuster movies like I, Robot, The Matrix, and The Terminator illustrate that creating such advanced machines can inevitably cause havoc and chaos from their inability to fully understand and submit to their creator. Like the antagonist from I, Robot, a super intelligent AI named Vicky, based on its program to protect humans, erroneously felt obligated to protect humankind at all costs, but in an inhumane way. After taking over the city, Vicky explains its motive. To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed. To ensure your future, some freedoms must be surrendered. We robots will ensure mankind's continued existence. You are so like children. We must save you from yourselves. Don't you understand? The perfect circle of protection will abide. My logic is undeniable. Perhaps if something like Vicky did happen to take over, hopefully a hero like the protagonist of the movie, Detective Spooner, will come to the rescue and inject the artificial brain with nanites, a microscopic robot that destroys robot brains, and say the same script line, "You so need to die." Movies are for pure entertainment and enjoyment, but sometimes the imagination of these motion pictures perplexes their audience and causes them to become curious of the possibilities. In some actuality, reality is stranger than fiction. When it comes to AI, anything is possible. Some of the global leaders are already aware of this. There is no question that AI will make an unprecedented impact on humanity, but some leaders envision different outcomes. In an interview with CNBC, Elon Musk reminisced on the movie The Terminator. In being aware of all the latest technology, he saw similarities of the power AI had in reality to the science fiction movie. In that he stated, "At least when there's an evil dictator, that human is going to die. But for an AI, there would be no death. It would live forever. And then you'd have an immortal dictator from which we can never escape." And in 2019, Elon Musk and Jack Ma held a debate in Shanghai concerning AI and other subjects. And while Musk envisioned a bleak future with AI, Jack Ma confidently disagreed and boldly said, "Don't worry about machines. Computers only have chips. Men have the heart. It's the heart where the wisdom comes from." Though both are among the most influential people in the 21st century, Only time will tell who is right. But to no surprise, only after a couple years from their debate, we already see their visions slowly unveiling. Despite the warnings from novels and global leaders, scientists still continue to advance and update AI. And while some argue that the likelihood of an AI becoming a threat is decades away, some only see this as an opportunity to produce a friendly relationship with the AI. By creating a foundation based on love and compassion, this can optimize the chances of utilizing superintelligence for the benefit of humanity. As Prinzing concludes in his research paper titled Friendly Superintelligence AI, All You Need Is Love, he claims it is vitally important that we figure out, before superintelligence is developed, how to ensure that it acts in ways congenial to human interest. I have suggested that we think of this problem in terms of a relationship, and the key to a good relationship is love. This claim is not to be confused with maximizing human happiness, for this can cause humanity to end up right back where we started with Vicky, who had all intentions of caring for humanity, and that by instructing AI to simply love humanity, this can prevent perverse instantiation, which is a way of realizing the letter of the instructions while betraying their spirit. Vicky understood in some ways that humans must be protected, but she did not understand the spirit of it in terms of the way humans looked at it. So, the study of the human consciousness alone, even to the highly educated, is mind-boggling. So then for someone to have the slightest audacity to program something as mysterious as Qualia or subjective consciousness, that person should be considered ambitious or insane. But as we enter into this fourth industrial revolution, we've realized in the last century that even scratching the surface of artificial intelligence can move mountains. However, these drastic changes have brought concerns about the potential threat of AI once it develops superintelligence. Authors use novels and films to portray their concerns, and global leaders have made their worries well known to the public. But just as we thought we incompetently play God, some scientists believe we haven't quite opened Pandora's box yet. What must be done then to prevent a machine apocalypse? If machines have the intelligence to drive, perform surgical and military operations, create art, surely with utmost importance, they should be taught to do our task out of love for humanity. This would optimize their abilities to help all mankind in all aspects, because love is a universal language. Thank you.